Last year, he called for more union and more Europe. Will he dare do the same this year? As president of the EU's Commission, Jean-Claude Juncker is one of the union's most powerful figures. Last year, he appealed for collective action, to share the burden of mass migration, to deal with the threat of terrorism, and to arrest the continuing stagnation of European economies. He didn't get much of a response, and the problems have got worse. Don't forget, one member state even voted to leave the union altogether.
Actually, I think Brexit is the least of the EU's problems. I think the other bigger problems are it faces populist parties on the rise in France, even in Germany now. You have stagnant wages across the EU, and you still have the ongoing refugee crisis.
Europe's problems today seem to call for bold, coordinated responses. Solidarity is the buzzword of European leaders. The trouble is that all across Europe today, there's a greater trend towards finding national solutions to problems. Identifying common ground is getting harder. Nowhere is this crisis of confidence more obvious than in France. Terrorist attacks have provoked difficult debates about identity and values. Add to that a drifting economy and high unemployment, and even here you have increasing doubts about the benefits of EU membership. Just look at the soaring popularity of the National Front. A 2016 opinion survey across Europe found that 61% of French people thought the EU was bad for France. Only 39% thought it good. François Asselineau set up a moderate anti-EU party in 2007. Today, his membership is booming.
The British decision will have a domino effect because it asked real questions. Everything is geared towards frightening people into believing that leaving the EU would be an apocalypse. But they are not cutting themselves off from the world. On the contrary, they're opening up to the whole world.
This year, Jean-Claude Juncker is expected to announce new initiatives on intelligence sharing, greater defence cooperation, and perhaps a call to relax the tough spending limits of the Eurozone to boost growth. Grand ideas for more Europe and more union may fall on deaf ears. Simon McGregor-Wood, TRT World, Strasbourg.